Hi, welcome back to our channel. We are grateful to NASFAT HQ, Education Committee, Fountain University, and Future Today EduTech Org for bringing this program into life. My name is Engineer Wasiu Oyedepo, your AI instructor for NASFATEENSCANCODE. To be eligible for certificate and stand a chance to win a prize, we must fill the attendance form attached to each session. You will find this in the description section of each video section. I wish you the very best as you learn to win and make the world a better place with artificial intelligence and robotics. Thank you. This is session 2 of group 3 and 4 of the NASFATEENSCANCODE competition. In section 1, we discussed the Kickstart project. I hope you have completed the exercise in the session. Kindly send us your classwork on the attached emails that you can find in the description section of the video session for the Kickstart project. You will receive a review reply that will advise you on how to share your project on Instagram. In this session 2, we will dive more into the use of Scratch software. We plan to produce an interactive game. Do you love to play games? Or do you know anybody that loves to play games? If your answer to any of all of the above questions is yes, then come along with me and make the world a better place with this new game. Thank you. Are we on the same page? If yes, let's get started to code. If not, kindly load your Scratch 3 software and let's get going. Now, let us start on a clean note. Delete Sprite 1. Let us choose a background for our project. As you know, but let me remind you, for us to change our backdrop, we go to the bottom right hand corner. If you place your cursor on the tab on the bottom right hand corner, you see choose a backdrop. Left click on that and you see different backdrops. You can explore this backdrop for you to know the one you want to choose for your final project. Remember, apart from all the classwork and assignments, you will be required to submit a capstone project at the end of the lecture. Yes, I want us to select sky background. Yes, I want us to select sky blue background. I hope you are coming along. If you are having any challenge, kindly chat us up on the official WhatsApp group that is specific to our age group, that is group 3 and group 4. On the platform, other participants will be glad to offer you advice as to how to go about any of your challenges. And as you know, the NASFATEENSCANCODE team are always happy to answer you all your questions and get you going. Please kindly contact us if you need any assistance on the WhatsApp group for group 3 and group 4, or you send a direct message to +234 905 361 7103. Just a recap of how we change our backdrop from white to the sky blue. At the bottom right hand corner, we place our cursor on the tab at the bottom right hand corner. We left click on this and it takes us to the choose a backdrop, and it is from here we scroll down and we find the blue sky 2. Then we left click on this and we are here. If you are having any challenge, kindly pause and rewind this video. Our next step is to choose a character. Choose a character. That is our next step. For us to choose a character, we go to the bottom right hand corner, the second tab on the bottom right hand corner. I repeat, for us to choose a character or a sprite, we go to the bottom right hand corner, the second tab on the second right hand corner. For us to choose a character or choose a sprite, we go to the second tab on the bottom right hand corner, choose a sprite. We click on it. Here you can see different sprites. If you scroll down and do this gently and see different sprites. These sprites are characters, both animate and inanimate, that you can use for your project. For this game, we want to use the cat flying. We want to use the cat flying. How did you get the cat flying onto our display? We went to the second tab on the bottom right hand corner. Choose a sprite. A left click on this and we can see the different sprites or characters that we can use for our project. We scroll down, 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 and here we find the cat flying. We left click on it and we have that on our monitor. Yes, we have our cat flying. The next step, let's make it interactive. Let our cat say something as it comes up. We know for us to get our scripts, our code, our Lego blocks, we go to the left hand pane. I come again. We want our cat to say something. Immediately we start this interactive game. For us to make it intelligent and be able to say something when this game starts, we have to code it. For us to get our code, which are in Lego blocks, we have to go to the left hand pane. At the top left corner, we can see our code tab. It is the first on the left top corner. It must be blue if it is active. The first thing we want to do is to add an event. For the cat flying to be intelligent and respond to the user's interaction, we have to select an event that will kickstart the game. In this instance, we want the user to click on the green flag, go, whenever the user wants to start the game. For us to make the game responsive to the green flag, when it is clicked, we select the when flag clicked, the when flag clicked Lego under the event subtab. The when flag clicked is the first Lego under the event subtab. Left click on it, hold it down and drag it gently to the scripting area. I go over that again. For our cat flying to respond to the user's interaction of clicking the flag to start the game, we have to select the when flag clicked under the event subtab. The when flag clicked is the first Lego under the event subtab. We left click on it hold it down and drag it gently to the scripting area. Make sure you don't release your left click as you drag it to the scripting area so that the Lego does not disappear. Kindly carry this out. Immediately the user click on the green flag, the card flying will become active. So what do we want it to do? Yes, let the card say something for the user to know that it has become active. For us, for the card to be able to say, let's go to sound. Let's go to looks. Yes, let's go to looks. Looks is the second sub-tab under the code tab. And here we have a lot of Legos. Always scroll down to see the different Legos that are available. All these Legos are there for you to use in your project. For this particular step, we want the card to say something for 2 seconds. Let us select the say hello for 2 seconds. Left click on it, hold it down and drag it gently. Drag it gently. Drag it gently. Drag it gently. You can see it is about to snap to the when flag clicked. Always make sure you snap your Legos together if they are to be executed sequentially. If you have been able to move your say hello for 2 seconds to the scripting area and snap it successfully with the when flag clicked. Now, let us change the hello to something more interactive for the card to say. For us to do that, that is, for us to change the hello, you click on it and you can see if you click it, it will be highlighted and the background change to blue. For you to do this, let me come again. For you to change the word that is inside the say, which is hello by default, click on it, and by the time you see it highlighted and change to blue, then you can type on your keyboard. For this game, we want the card flying to say time to fly. I hope you can see what I typed. Let me increase the size so that you can see it. We want the card to say time to fly whenever the user click the green flag. Let us see this. Let us test. We go to the top right hand corner. We click full screen control. Full screen control is on the top right hand corner. When we click it, the monitor takes a full screen. When you click the green flag, you can see that the cat will say time to fly. If you are not following us, kindly leave a message on the official WhatsApp platform of Group 3 and 4 for other participants to interact and contribute to whatever challenge you have. And the NASFATEENSCANCODE team are always happy to receive your inquiries. We shall respond accordingly. If you have been able to move your say hello for 2 seconds to the scripting area and snap it successfully with the when flag clicked. Now, let us change the hello to something more interactive for the cat to say. For us to do that, that is, for us to change the hello, you click on it, and you can see, if you click it, it will be highlighted, and the background change to blue. For you to do this, let me come again. For you to change the word that is inside the say, which is hello by default, click on it, and by the time you see it highlighted and change to blue, then you can type on your keyboard. For this game, we want the cat flying to say time to fly. I hope you can see what I typed. Let me increase the size so that you can see it. We want the cat to say time to fly whenever the user click the green flag. Let us see this. Let us test. We go to the top right hand corner. We click full screen control. Full screen control is on the top right hand corner. When we click it, the monitor takes a full screen. When you click the green flag, you can see that the cat will say time to fly. If you are not following us, kindly leave a message on the official WhatsApp platform of Group 3 and 4 for other participants to interact and contribute to whatever challenge you have. And the NASFATEENSCANCODE team are always happy to receive your inquiries. We shall respond accordingly.
Now that the cats can talk, it does make it a little bit more interactive. Let us give the cat some form of movement. Let's go to Events under the Code tab. Because the cat will be flying, let us choose when space key pressed. That is the second Lego on the Event sub-tab. Just left click it and drag it to the scripting area. Now, let us duplicate it. Let us duplicate this Lego when space key pressed. For us to duplicate any of the Legos that is in the scripting area, we place our cursor on it, then we right click, then a drop down menu will come up. Again, for us to duplicate any of the Legos that is on the scripting area, we place our cursor on it, we don't press. We now right click on the Lego, then a drop down menu will pop up. Duplicate, add comment, delete block. So let us left click on duplicate. You can see we now have two Legos. Now, for the cat to have a movement that is synonymous to flying, its X position must change. Its X position must change. X, that is, it must be able to move left and right. So let us go to motion, this first sub-tab under the code, motion. Let us go and look for change X by. Look through the Legos gently. Let's look through the Legos gently. If need be, let us scroll down gently. Let us scroll down gently. So, this is what we are looking for. Change X by. Let us left click on it and drag it out gently, and let's snap it. We want to, so let us repeat the same step to duplicate it. Let us duplicate change x by 10. Let us duplicate it. To duplicate, like I explained, you place your cursor on the Lego. You right click on it for the drop down menu to come up, or it pops up. Then you left click on duplicate. Yes, we now have 2 Legos. We now have 2 sets of Lego. Now we want the x-axis to change. We want the cart to be able to move left and right. So let's go to the first Lego. When space key pressed, let's click on the drop down menu and change it to right arrow. Let's change it to right arrow. The space, let's change it to right arrow. I go over that again. What was there originally was space. For us to change it, we click on the down arrow in front of that space. Then there will be a drop down menu from where we can select the key that we want to use to move our character. Yes. This second one, let's change it, the space, to left arrow. The same procedure. Click on the arrow to have a pop-up menu or a drop-down menu, whichever way it comes up. And let's select the left key. Presently, we have changed x by 10, change x by 10. So, for the left arrow, let us change it to -10. -10. We click on that 10. Immediately it is highlighted, it turns to blue. On our keyboard, we type -10. On our keyboard, we type -10. Let us see whether what we have done has any effect on our cart. Let us examine it. On our top right corner, we click on full screen control to take our monitor to full screen. Then we click on the green button and we can see the cat is talking. We have tested that before. Then let's test with our left and let's test our left and right key. That's the cardinal arrows. We have 4 of them: north, south, west and east. So let's test the right one. You can see the left. The cat is now responding. The cat is responding to the cardinal keys. the one that we have selected, that is the left and right arrow keys. If your card is not responding like this, kindly pause and rewind the video to trace your steps. If you are still having any challenges, kindly chat us up on the official WhatsApp group and allow other participants to contribute to where you are, to get you to where we are. The NASFATEENSCANCODE team will also be glad to offer you assistance. You can reach us on +234 905 361 7103. Let's continue. The full screen control we click to return back to our scripting area. Like I said in the beginning, this is a game. So now that our cat is moving, let us assign another role to the cat. Let the cat have something to catch or collect. So let us include another character or another sprite. Let's go to the bottom left, the second tab on the bottom left. Choose a sprite. Choose a sprite. Now what do we want the cat to collect? We can always look around on the different sprites, but for this game we want the sprite to be able to collect the heart, the human heart. Let us scroll down gently. Let us scroll down gently. Let us scroll down gently. The sprites are arranged in alphabetical order. So we are going to H. We are going to H. H. We are now in F. G. You have to be careful. Don't let us scroll too fast. Okay, we are now in H. And we can see the human heart here. It's even multicolored. So let us select it. That's the human heart. That is the human heart. How did we get the human heart? We went to the bottom left. We click on choose a sprite. And we search for the human heart. We search for the human heart. We scroll down gently. Scroll down gently. Scroll down gently. And there we have the human heart. We left click on it, and it is on our monitor. In our previous lesson, we have discussed how to adjust the size of any character that appears too big. So let us use the dashboard that is just below the monitor to adjust this size. This size appears to be too big on my own character. So let's come to size. Let's come to size. Size is now 100%. This is actually in percentage, that size. So I want to change it to 70 and see. Okay. Let me adjust it downward a little bit. So I have 60, and I think I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. Now, for you to adjust the size, you can use the size that is available here, and you can always move it with these X and Y's and direction. You can use it to turn it, or you come to character. You can also do the same thing here in character. The other time, you just select it. If it is already a vector, you select it, and we can resize from here. But today, we have used the dashboard. We are not using the costume. We can also use the costume. So let us continue. Let's make the art a little bit responsive. Let's make the art also responsive. That is, it will respond to some keys. Let's go to events under code. When flag clicked, let us bring that out. When flag clicked, you should know how to do that by now. But if we don't know, please don't let us keep it to ourselves. Let us chat up on the official WhatsApp group of the NASFATEENSCANCODE. Now let's go to control, and let us bring out forever. That is the third Lego under control. Yes. Which type of movement do you want to give the art? Let's go to motion. All our Legos for movement are under motion. So always try to take a look around under each of the sub-tab under code for us to see the different Legos that are available. We want the art to always move randomly. So let's go to random position, and let's place it inside it forever. Like I said, you are in control before. You now come to motion. I will try to find the Lego we are looking for. Now, as the art changes position, as it moves randomly, we also want it to change its X position. Yes, we want it to change its X position. Let's change the 10 here. Let's change it to 250. To change it, we click on the 10. It gets highlighted by changing to blue. Then our keyboard, we type 250. Now let's come to events back. Control. Let's come to control. Let's bring out repeat. Then let's go back to motion and bring out the change X by 10 again. Change X by 10. We want this repeat. There is 10 there. Let's click on that 10, and on our keyboard, let's click on the 10 and type 32. Yes. The change X by 10 that is inside that repeat. Let us change that also. Let us click on it, and on our keyboard, let us type -15. following me. On the keyboard, we type -15. If you have any challenge, just pause and rewind. Let us test our script. One of the good things about Scratch is that as you are doing it, you can always test to see if you have made any mistake. Full screen control. Now, let us left click. Let us click on the green button. We can see how the heart is moving now, moving randomly to any position, and also changing its x-axis, and also changing its x-axis. So that is what we ask the script to do. If your own is not doing like this, please go through the steps again. Please go through the steps again. Let us stop it by pressing the red button. This is a game, and we know in any game we must have score. We must have score. That is what has made Ronaldo the world most expensive player. You know how to get the goals. You know how to score against the opponent. So for us, now we want to add the score. We want to add the score. If you go through all the Legos that are available, the score is not there. So let us make our own score. For us to make any score, to make any Lego, we go to variables. We can always make Lego using the variable, or we can always make a variable. So let us go to make a variable. Make a variable. And when you click on make a variable, the pop-up menu, let us add score. Let us add score. Let's name our variable score. For all Sprite, let us leave it like that. For all Sprite. And let's click on it. Let's click on it, and we can see the score is here. And let's leave that selection that is beside it. We can see the score is also already on the screen. If we click on that selection, we can see the score disappears from the screen. So let's leave it selected. I go over that again to make a score. We click on make a variable. We have a for all Sprite, and we click, and then we write score. So it will come up as a variable on our Lego side. So now that we have make a variable score, let us keep track of our score. Let's keep track of our score. Let's go to events. Event. When flag clicked. When flag clicked. When flag clicked. Let's start another script. Let's come back to variables. Let's come back to variables. and let's select set my variable to. Set my variable to. Let's click left click and bring it out. Now this is my variable. Let's click on it. A drop down menu will come, and let's select on score. Variables, set my variable to, and then we click on it and we drag it to the scripting area. Let's come to control. I hope you are following me, but if not, please pause, rewind. If you can still not get it, chat other participants or on the official NASFATEENSCANCODE platform, and the NASFATEENSCANCODE team will be happy to assist you. Other participants will also be happy to assist you. So let's click on forever. Let's click on forever. Let's bring forever out and snap it down. Forever under control sub-tab, forever. Then we left click and drag it. And let's use another one. We have used forever before. Let's use if then. We have two if then there. There is if then, there is if then else. The one we want to use now is if then. Let us bring it and click it inside the forever. We have set our score to 0. Now let's keep track of the score. Let's keep track of the score. Let's come back to variables. These are the sub tabs under code. So we are using variables now. Let's select change my variable by. Let's left click on it and drag it gently to the scripting area. Let's snap it inside if then and change my variable by, and let's change that my variable. Let's change it to score. We click on the arrow to bring down the pop-up menu and select score. Let's come to control. Look at all the scripts we have now. We have when clicked, when flag clicked, set score to. This set score to is the same as this set my variable to. It is when we bring it here that we change it to score. Then we come and take forever under control. We take if then under control. We are not using if then else. We are using if then. Then we come back to variable. Then this change score, we get it from this change my variable. It is when we bring this out that we change it here to score. So let's get it one after the other. Now let's put another control there. Wait 1 second. After we change the score, we want to change 1 second. Wait 1 second. So let's make sure all our Legos are complete. Let's look at them very well and make sure they are complete. Now we have our Legos almost complete. But we can see there is still a space somewhere here. Let us fill that space. After the if, let's come to sensing, and let's select touching mouse pointer. Let's select this touching mouse pointer with question mark. So let's select it, let's click on it and drag it. Ooh, it goes in there. Yes, that's good. That's good. We got our touching from sensing. Sensing is a sub-term, just like motion, through sound, event, control. Now sensing. Then we select touching mouse. That we're asking it a question: is it touching the mouse? But now we want to touch the heart. Oh, we want to touch the heart. Sorry, this script is supposed to be under the cat. Don't worry, let's just go over it, and let's quickly go over it. I want it to come here. Let's repeat this script and bring it to the art. So let us test our script. Full screen control. Let's click on the flag and let's try and see. Okay, you can see each time the heart comes in control with each time the heart touches the cat, you can see the score changes by 1. Each time the heart and the cat come in contact with each other. You can see. So our script is working. Let's stop it and continue. If we look at the scene very well, we can see, even though we can move the cat left and right, and the heart is also moving, but we cannot have a feeling that the cat is flying. So let's add a scene to it to make it appears that the cat is flying. We want to add more effect to make it for us to be able to see that the cat is actually flying. So let's add a scenario. Let's go to Sprite. We know where our Sprite is. The bottom right corner, the second tab there. Choose a Sprite. And let's add a cloud. Let's add clouds. C, let's go to C. Yes, we are now in C. We have cloud, then we have clouds. Let's select the plural, the clouds. Let's select that. I go over that again. Go to choose a Sprite. Left click, and we scroll down to see. We scroll down gently. Like I said, the Sprite or the characters, they are arranged in alphabetical order. So this is B and this is C. We have 2 clouds there. We have cloud, which is singular. We have clouds, which is plural. Let's select the plural one. Let's select the plural one. So we should now have 3 characters on our monitor. We have the cat flying, we have the art, then we have the clouds. So let's now give our third character some level of intelligence. some level of intelligence. So let us move our third character, which is clouds. Let's give it the ability to move. So let's go to events. When flag clicked, event, bring that out. We want it to continue forever and ever. Let's come to control, and bring out forever. Let's also bring out repeat. Let's snap it inside the forever. And on our keyboard, let's change this 10. For us to change it, we click on it. It gets highlighted. And then we type 100 on our keyboard. And let's go to motion. We want the cloud tool to move, to change position in the X direction. So let's first of all set its position. Let's set X to. So let's bring it here. The Legos will always snap to any position you position it. So any position you take it, so it will snap in. Let's change this default, whatever is there. Let's change it to 250. Let's change it to 250. So what are we repeating? There is still this space that is still empty. What are we repeating? We want it to change X by. Change X by is also under motion. So change X by. If your own is not appearing like this, you can only scroll up and down. Scroll up and down to be able to find or change X by. So this default, which is 10, let's change it to -5. Let's change it to -5. So at this point, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Legos. At this point, we have 5 Legos. Let's test what we have done. As you write your script, test it at any convenient interval so that you don't go too far before you know if there is an error. So you can see the 3 characters can now move. The 3 of them can move. And then we can see now that because this cloud is moving, if we are moving forward or we are moving backward, we can see that the scenario appears more dynamic now. The cloud is making the scenario more dynamic. But let us still see whether we can still do something. Yes, let us come back to our sub-tab and co. And let's go to loops. Yes, let's go to loops. And we are still under cloud. Let's go to next costume. And let's go and snap that after the change X to 250. Set X to 250. So let us see what happens because of our next costume. Let's see. Click on that. Now, let us watch the cloud very well. Let's watch it. And this is the flap that is up now. Look at it. If this flap is now up, this flap is up, you can see. So the cloud is changing costume. So the three characters are now moving, and each time the heart comes in contact with the cat, we can see that the score is changing, and also we can have some feel of movement. Because of the cloud. So let us say take good for ourselves if we have been able to move to get our script to this extent. I want to say very big congratulations to you for getting your script to this extent. So this is our classwork for today. I will share the assignment which we are to do before the next class. We are to submit our assignment before the next class. But this classwork we will submit today after the lesson.